just about showtime here in Shawnee, Oklahoma for the 2024 Manufacturers Throwdown. They just finished a whole day of the alphabet soup. I think they started with F or E main events in all the classes and ran through. Now they're doing a big track session, working on bringing some moisture back and turning over the material. And then they're going to be running all 13 A main events and crowning this year's champions for this race. And we just finished up all of our final preparations on the 18T, and we now have 50 laps ahead of us and a $6,000 to win race, and then also an additional $2,500 in lap money that we could win if we led all the laps. So that's $8,500 on the line. Our race car is really fast. We're starting from the front row, so we have a great opportunity, and now it's just time to get out there and try and get the job done. We're just waiting anxiously for our turn. So A main events are about to roll, and in a couple of hours we will be out to cap off their big weekend here in Oklahoma. All right, so we're just about to push up to staging now. You guys know how these long races go. You got to make it to the fuel stop, and then more importantly, you got to win them lap 35 through 50. So much can happen with restarts, lap traffic, the racing surface changing, as I think they're going to work it right before we go out. So it's probably going to start off a little greasy, maybe fast, and you know, it's going to move. You might go from middle to top, back to the bottom. You know, we don't really know, as the track's already taken such a beating. I think it's going to change quicker than we've seen all weekend long. So the goal is to get out front, control that, and you know, be able to kind of set the pace for the rest of us, and hopefully a faster pace to where we can pull away. But my crew and I, we've worked hard all weekend to get to this point, so we're going to push up there and do what we always do, try to finish this thing off.
to go out the bottom?
Look at the piston. Right, look at that one. That's nice.
All right, guys. Well, our weekend came to an abrupt end. Painted almost 15 laps. Nothing really to say. Pretty clear. I think we obviously blew up in a gigantic way. And unfortunately, too, I don't know where everyone else was at, but obviously guys couldn't see where I was sitting, or everyone's fighting for the top. So not only did we obviously hurt the engine, but we obviously tore up the car a little bit too. I don't know the extent of the damage. It is what it is, I guess, at this point. But I guess it was probably gonna blow up no matter what. It did suck though that the racetrack, they farmed it so much there, man. Like, we're just dyno session, probably at least the first half of the race. They're still out there just, you're wide open. You're literally wide open, not letting these things breathe. So I'm sure that didn't help our situation. And yeah, that thing just couldn't take anymore. So anyway, we didn't even, I guess everything for tonight obviously didn't end up mattering because we didn't make it through a third of the race. But I always tell you guys, that's racing. So sucks, really disappointing. Went from having a shot at, $8 grand or $7 grand or $6 grand to I guess basically nothing. So anyway, it is what it is. It's part of it. Well, guys, Shawnee is complete. We are now heading for Tulsa, Oklahoma. Really bummer way to end our weekend with the engine coming apart. I honestly, there was so much chaos at our pit as we're trying to load up and get ready to head to Chili Bowl. We got to practice tomorrow and all that. I never really got to look at it up close, but I just know my engine was in quite a few pieces, and obviously we we didn't make it through much of the race. But like I told you, sometimes that is just simply how it goes. I got great people on my side. My crew, my mom and dad, Carly, my girlfriend Jessica. She helped a bunch this weekend. Those guys busted their tails. Factory QRC. The Boss Big Box store down here, Forefront Racing Engines, who build our stuff. They build great things, and sometimes things just happen. I don't know exactly what it was, if it was a failure or just how hard it was being on the gas and being on the chip for a little bit. Whatever the reason is, it doesn't matter at this point. But I just want to make sure everyone knows how great of the people I have in my corner, and I wouldn't be here without them. So we didn't end up in victory lane, but everyone's okay. The car, I think, is okay, and we will get it back home to Southern Oregon and try again whenever that opportunity is with the family-owned number 18T. So see you guys all in the next one. That's going to conclude our manufacturer's throwdown in Shawnee. Deuces.